Hi, how's it going? Okay, so here, call bear to you. Get his focus on you first and then tell him.
Bear.
Oh.
Bear.
Yep, keep calling him.
Bear. Bear.
There we go.
Sit.
Yes. Now tell him, go say hi.
Go say hi.
Hi, Bear Bear. Yes. Good. Yes. And see how he looks right back to you after? That's what you want. So that will keep him. Not that, again, he has severe issues. Most dogs, when they're in this kind of state, will start barking. Okay. And I don't think he'll ever get there. He stays in that kind of state, but it will just help him get over his social awkwardness a little bit. So that was perfect. So basically what you did is just take away, when he's doing this little thing needing to judge, taking that away from him, directing him to you. It's perfect. Another thing we could do when greeting people, this just all depends. You have to tell me what your goals are too. Send him to his bed or something right here when people are coming in, leaving. It just depends on how obedient you want him to be, because everybody has different goals. If that's something you don't care about, if you don't care if he knows to stay, all this stuff.
I want him to be comfortable. I don't want him to like always be like this around people. I don't know if that's like a main concern for me.
Yeah.
Right now my main concern is getting my cat and my dog to coexist.
Okay. That's the main.
Now.
Okay, then let's do a lot of that.
Second would be the boys.
So were you calling Bear's focus through the crate just when he was zoning in on her?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that's super important to do too. A lot of people will just sit here and they're like, Bear, Bear, Bear. You need him to get zoned in to gain self-control to snap out of that.
Right.
Good boy. That was good. He left away on his own. I mean, a million times better than the other night.
With the kitty?
Hi, Chanel. Hi. Yes, Bear. Good. But that's also what you want, because if he has any kind of resource guarding in his genes, he would get jealous over affection too. So what you want when she's getting affection.
Want me to come over and pet her?
Oh, that's okay. Bear. Sit. Yes, is for him to snap out of it on his own. So when you get this far, you should just judge the progress by, okay, that time he seemed a little bit more into it than the time before when he snapped out of it on his own. Now that you know it's that controlled, next time you do it, let him be watching her for a while. Okay. And I mean, that's cool now that you can go up that close and even work with the both of them, you know, without him lunging. Yeah. So let his mind go a while before, so it gets really deep into wanting to chase whatever he wants to do with her, and he learns to have the self-control to snap out of it. Okay. So wait, let me see if you pet her real quick, if he gets jealous. Doesn't care. That's good though. Good. You should always give the non-jealous one the treat first, so that's perfect actually. Just so that, because people think like, oh, he's jealous, give him a treat first, but it's the opposite. Give the treat to her so that he associates a treat going to her means mine's coming, not getting jealous about it. So that's perfect. All right, which one of you wants to pet him? Do you want to try tonight?
Right.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay, let me give you a couple. Well, actually, let's just pet him. I want to give you treats, so maybe two. Bear down. Yes. Okay, so pet him with your hand that you don't have the treats in. Now try going over his head like this. Did you do it? And then treat. Give him a treat. Yes. So basically what you're doing is finding that point where it's going down negative association, but not when he feels the need to give the warning sign. And then you're bringing those thoughts back to a positive association. And the more you do this, the more he should get tolerant of them. So the longer it should take him to give off that warning sign until the point he's like, oh, I don't need to anymore. This isn't a negative thing. Okay.
Why do you think he does that? Like, with just the two boys?
Oh, never with you?
No, he did two last night.
Oh, last night even? Why? What was going on?
I was just petting.
Okay.
It was late.
You guys got it. You have to do this a lot though.
You get away with a lot from him.
A lot more.
Boys can't get away with
She
anything.
doesn't tolerate it. And
But then I did the thing that you taught us, where like I deferred his attention.
Oh, you
And
did?
then like I did the whole thing. And then my dad's like, no, just stop.
Great.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
provoke right now, please.
So anytime he does it, be like, okay, that was too long that I did it for.
Stand still.
Then go back and do it again. Like end it on you winning, him
Stand
not
still.
growling at you. Even if they go back for 1 second, it's like, because you do want to respect his warning sign, but I think it's so controlled at this point that you don't, he feeds into it because he gets what he wants when you do it, but we also don't want him to snap.
Why do you, is there like any,
I think it's genetic plus just lack of socialization with kids.
with kids?
Yeah, and I mean,
Is it having
you guys,
to do with their size or their timidness or?
it's very common for dogs to have issues with kids.
Okay.
And I mean, the younger ones are probably just louder, they run around more, you know. You guys are just a little bit scarier to him.
It's so crazy, like in the beginning, he was fine.
He was, yeah, he was,
Oh, really?
at the beginning.
How long? Well,
He was playing with this one more than Gavin, but it was like he was a chew toy.
how long did it take him when you got him for him to start doing this?
I think the shift came in Tahoe, maybe, right? When Gray would pet him on the back was when we saw that first face.
What was that, like a month in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably,
3 weeks.
the issues were there, but he was not confident enough in the home that you don't see the real issues come out until later.
Correct.
Yeah, that's super common. But yeah, I've seen this behavior a lot. He just has, I think there's not always a pattern in his behavior, which makes it really confusing for you guys, I think, because like, why did he just freak out after 0.5 seconds and then maybe, you know, an hour ago he would have tolerated it for 5 minutes before doing it. You know, it's
totally
hit or
fine
miss.
Sitting there wagging the tail, like
Yeah.
nice right now, but then as soon as they go to pet him,
It's just he feels like he has to give off a warning sign.
Yeah.
He just did it to the cat over food. He just always feels like he has to be a little bit in defense mode.
That's
Just
pouting. Probably just pouting, right? Just
Pouting?
A way of pouting, like
just get away from me.
not. Yeah, like he's just not happy at that
Well,
moment.
genetically, it's probably control issues. So when a dog does that, they have control issues. So typically when you have a dog that does that kind of stuff over petting, you also have them guarding food, things like that. Very common, and they all stem from control issues. But I think his lack of socialization and then just all of a sudden just being like, oh, wait a second, I have to tell you when I've had it. Like he always thinks he has to be in control over them. Genetically, it's like nature versus nurture, because the way he's been brought up, he knows they're not threatening. You know, the way that he's been raised with you guys, he knows they're not threatening. That's why he's not snapping super quick, where
Right.
most dogs would at this point.
though he did earlier on.
Yes, yeah, when he didn't trust them.
Right.
So now he's actually having a little bit more self-control, but it's still that genetic weird thing in him that's like, I feel like I have to control. So the only way to get over it is to do this desensitization work and prevent it from happening as much as possible. So when you guys first start this, you should think that he's going to curl up his lip at you every single time instantly. So when the kids do it, they should do a real quick treat. So 1 second, treat, then increase to 2 seconds, treat, 3 seconds every single time, instead of pushing him overboard and just seeing if he's going to do it.
Right.
We have to prevent it.
Right.
And that's just in the controlled training time. And now if this were a puppy doing this, I see this a lot actually. I'm doing some kind of control thing. A little 9-week-old Frenchie puppy just did this to me yesterday, started going at me because he didn't want to be picked up. The Frenchie, I can just hold tight and be like, you're gonna get over it. When they're young, when they're older like this, you have to go through the desensitization process, which it kind of sucks because you just want to be absolutely not, and it's done. You cannot do that. But the way his mind is wired, it just doesn't work that way. You have to take the time to shift his mind when he's thinking it's negative for whatever reason, catch it right before he completely thinks it's so negative that he has to give off a warning sign and shift it to being positive. Okay, so now just do a real quick with your hand again and then give him a treat.
All right, pet him.
Quick pet. Quick pet, K-treat.
Okay, treat, yep. So now this will rewire his brain because he's going, you know, when he gets into that position, it's like, oh, this is okay if he stops, but the longer he goes, the more he's gonna show it, right? So that time it kind of looked like he he's so smart, like he was almost getting it. He was like in that state, but almost looked up out of it on his own. Like, wait a second, this means I'm gonna get a treat. Okay, wanna do it again? You wanna tell him sit?
Sit.
Yes, tell him yes. And then down.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes. Down.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job, bud. That was really good. Oh,
Hey, you don't need to be afraid of him. You're in control. Hey,
Yeah.
why don't you pick that treat up right there? You just dropped one. Don't give him a freebie.
he's not gonna do anything. He's on a leash, and he doesn't do anything.
Okay, Greg.
We're just trying to make him just get over it.
Man, you got a lot of energy.
Right?
He's excited. Okay,
I'll try it again.
get him to lay back down.
Sit.
Yes.
Yes. Down.
Say yes, honey, after he does
Yep.
everything you say, you have to.
Say yes.
Hey, when you say yes, say it loud so
Yeah.
he knows
Yep.
that you're
Because
commanding.
the point is to not have to give him treats after everything, so we have to do the yes.
Okay, make sure you follow it up with a yes. Okay, you wanna try again? Okay, tell him up.
Up.
Good.
Sit.
You're not
Yes.
saying.
Say- you have
Super
to do
quick.
what you say.
Yes! There you go.
You need training.
No, we need to train you.
I know, if only they would listen after you said something once, right?
Pay attention. Come on, this is dog training right now.
Sit.
You all have to do it the right way.
Yeah, everyone's gonna do it today.
Say it excitedly, honey.
Yes, good.
Good job. There you go.
Okay, now do the pet.
He's fine. Pet him. Go
Oh,
for
I
a
need to
pet.
be able to see. Did he do it?
Yeah,
Now.
Okay, stand back up.
he did.
He what?
Dad watched him.
Okay, tell him down
You
again.
do it a lot, but it was
Down.
good.
Yes.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I thought you did.
Yes. Okay, now maybe if you sit down on his level.
Sit down.
Oh,
I
gentle,
don't-
yeah.
Or gentle. I don't know what command is, but
He's already getting up.
what was the command? To take
Gentle.
it nice, to not grab it
Sit.
that Mary said.
I
Gentle,
think it was gentle or take
or
it.
just take it nice.
Take it nice.
What you can do for that,
No.
He's never not taken
Sit.
something nice. He's always been very nice.
Well, no, he's
Oh.
not nice right there.
oh, he's not.
He's kind of.
I just would say
Yeah,
gentle.
Gray's like this. Like he's hesitant.
Yeah.
Like give it to him. But Graydon backs up.
Yeah,
So then the dog's like going like this, like I know.
and has to kind of do
He's
that.
gotta reach for it.
But yeah, so if you're nervous about giving him the treat, tell him gentle up and go really slow. And if he's trying to speed up and get it faster, sit. Yes, gentle up. Yes, good boy. Like he should wait for you to meet him there and get it. Okay, you want to tell him down and then sit next to him. Don't give him a treat for laying down, just tell him yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this situation, he should only get a treat for you petting him without doing the warning.
So you're not going to give him a treat until he lets you pet him. And
'Cause
if he
right
wrinkles
now,
his
you
nose,
know.
he gets nothing.
Because right now he's kind of like, well, I could do it at him and then be told to
So
sit
tell-
and down and get a treat
You're
for
gonna
it,
tell
you
him to
know?
sit, you're going to tell him down, and all you're going to give him is a yes. You're not going to give him any treats right now. So kind of hide
Yep.
the treats.
Sit.
Tell him down.
Yes.
Good job.
Down. Yes.
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, now bend down at his level. I think he just feels less threatened. And then if you need to, you can hold a treat up if that makes you feel better, and then put your hand over here.
Can you hold it up, bud?
Ooh, I have two treats in
Oh,
my hand.
switch them to that hand then. And then
What?
just go quick like this. Did he do it?
A little bit.
He did? Yes. I mean, he went into his weird state.
Yeah.
But did he curl his lip?
Watch him, Trish. He's starting to. Do it again, Greg.
Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead and pet him. No, he's fine.
Yes, treat.
Give him a treat. Say
That's the state you want him in. So it's not ideal that he's getting into that state so soon, but for training purposes, it's wonderful because we're bringing out
Yeah.
the deep-rooted issues. So don't worry if you're like, oh my gosh, he's at his worst right now. It's better for
Well, I
training
see it
wise.
every time he.
Oh, you see him do that?
He pets it every time.
Like every time the kids pet him?
He doesn't like when either of the boys pet him.
Wow.
And if they go up to him, he'll snub him. He'll turn away.
Oh, okay,
walk
every
away.
time, huh?
Well,
He
I
runs
mean,
away from
every
you.
time, Gab?
Okay.
Not every time.
Not,
But a lot of the time,
I mean, I think especially right now, he's doing it quick because he's like, I want a treat. I don't want your attention.
What time of the day?
So it's good to practice this. Okay, can you tell him down?
Down. Down.
Only once? Yes.
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 Yeah.
Show it to him and then pet him. He only gets the treat if he lets you pet him, remember? He's already, look, he's already getting into it.
He's getting anxious.
Yeah, he is. Well, because it's
Great,
bringing
get
up,
closer
Great,
to him,
you can't
please.
tease him with the pet.
yeah.
The petting, you just
You
have
gotta
to
go
pet him.
fast. Yes.
Pet him.
Did you pet him? Okay, treat.
Give him a treat. Say,
Yes.
Yeah?
give it to him.
Yeah,
Yes.
you want to do it
Yeah,
and
pet him
then kind of show Gray?
Pet him again.
Because I think there's confusion going on here. 'Cause
Yes.
Gray's not quite sure what he needs to do.
Good. You just have to pet him faster. What you're doing is honestly what I would do to set a dog off, to make him almost want to get in the state. I go like this at dogs. I put him in the most threatening, I go slow. That's kind of what he's doing. So it's putting him into that state really fast. Which, as long as he doesn't push it, it's okay for training wise because you're tackling it, and at some point he does need to get over the kids going at him.
Yeah.
But since he's at a beginning level with it, it's just difficult for him.
They
But-
all say they wish they could just go up to him and hug him.
Yeah,
You
I know. I know.
he's
You
not.
can, but you just have to put in the work right here, and it's annoying, but you do.
Do dogs get anxiety from like when people hug them?
Great.
What's he doing?
Look how
Did he
now-
snarl?
Do you see how he's being a little more?
Okay, stop now and give him a treat. Perfect. Yes.
job,
He's just
Bear.
going at him just like
Yeah, he's
this.
not being timid. He's just petting him. Just
Here, bud, do you want to do that?
keep doing it.
Yeah. You have to do it like 10 times.
Can you come back here, please?
Good boy, buddy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, good boy.
See, he's going really
Okay, watch,
quick
Gray. Watch what Gavin's doing.
and maybe not over the head.
Knees and down.
Yes, good boy.
Yes. Good.
You can see him get
Top of his head.
like more and more into
Top
it,
of
but
his
not
head.
as fast.
Top of his head. There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Anytime he does snarl, you should also, if you're sitting there, call him to look to you instead. If he does get to that point, he also needs to know.
Yes.
Yes, that was a good one. He also needs to know what to do when he does feel threatened.
Top of his head. That's where he seems to get a little bit.
Okay,
Good boy.
there was a little lip curl I wouldn't have given it, but I
see
also
he's
wouldn't
very
have, yeah.
He's like,
I wouldn't have done the top of the head there just because that's increasing difficulty when I could see it was hard enough right there. So what we'll also add in with you is after getting him to look at you, making eye contact with you, because if he just looks for the treat, it's good, but we want him to look at you. Oh, when I'm feeling threatened, like make eye contact with you instead. But just like I said, a lot of dogs are more reactive or worse with other dogs on leash because they can't get anywhere. It's way more threatening. This is gonna bring out the worst in him, but it's good for training.
Bear. Hey, Bear.
Good boy.
Yes, that was good, only saying it once.
Boy. Down. Yes, good boy. Oh, good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. Good boy. Yes.
A little uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, but it's good. No,
Not showing you teeth.
exactly.
He's more comfortable when I go to his head, though. Yes.
Yeah.
Such a good boy. Good boy.
Yes, that was really good.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, I feel like sometimes I feel like he's just chewing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
don't
That
know
was
if
hard to
was him
tell.
being-
Yeah.
Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Oh. Good boy.
I think that was chewing, you're right.
He's not as happy as he was
Definitely
when he
not.
first started.
Yeah,
The first
the further he goes like that way, the
it's
more
like uncomfortable.
more mad he is about it. It's okay, you're doing good.
He's like, okay, yeah, I'm done.
Pet him in his body now. See if he'll.
Yes.
Yes.
Good
Boy, Bear.
But it's good he's in the uncomfortable state the whole
Yeah,
time.
you're seeing what
Yeah.
we see. Yeah,
Because
you're
I
seeing
don't think,
100% what we see.
yeah, I don't think I ever see a dog go this deep into it training wise, like when we're in a training session and then it's like, what are we really working through? Kind of like he just was with the cat. It's like
Yeah.
he's not in the state that we need him to get into.
Right.
So this is perfect. So anytime you see that, a change in like, oh, now he's getting a little bit more stressed, that's when you should stop and give him the treat. That's where people push past because it's like, oh, he got past it, let's keep going. I'm like, just set him up for success, show him, don't push him over that line. So now give him.
Good boy. Yes, good boy.
And the next time you could try it a little longer, pushing him a little longer. Okay, I want you to do one more other command with him quick. So I think the more if you guys practice with the 2 older ones and he gets the routine down of what he's supposed to do, it'll be easier than when you apply it, the little one, because it's just harder for him. But if he knows what he's supposed to do, it'll be a lot easier. Another thing we should start doing is teaching him a look command to start breaking his focus off of the treat and letting him know it's up here, not the treat. So I'm gonna hold a treat out here and I'm gonna tell him, look. So now he's like listening to the treat. He's like, what do you want from each treat? The longer it takes him shows like the level of stubbornness in a dog. And this one I try not to say bear or anything in because I think it should just be a quick eye contact. Yes! The average dog, a lot sooner than that, would have been like, I don't know what you're trying to get me to do and ask you, but he's in his own world with things, so he was zoned in for that long. Want to try it? So only say look once. This is the one command that I don't like to use, like a or bear. Okay. Yeah. And try not to bring it up to your eyes. A lot of people teach it like that, and I think that's would be too easy.
Me or the treat?
You. So he needs to know to get what he wants, he has to break focus on what he wants, ask for permission, then
So
he
you
gets
gave
it.
it to him when he looked at you?
Yep, that's how he gets it. Instead of being in his own world about it.
So like put it out here, but like tell him to look at me. Mm-hmm. Bear, look.
We'll make sure he's like over here. Yes, perfect, good. So this should be something that's instant because we want to use it with the other dogs because you probably have a really hard time breaking his focus on those other dogs. So we want the look command to just be instant. We can use it when he's in the state where he's curling the lips at them to look at you instead. It just should be a super fast thing. And it will get faster and faster the more that you do it. I mean, if you have to use no, you just have to tell him what's right. It's okay to say no. I just usually use instead. But this is good for making him listen to them too.
Look. Yeah.
Good job. That was good. Good job, just pulling your arm away. That was good. And now just be super patient.
Wait for him to look.
Good job, bud.
Keep it up. Don't let him get it.
Good job.
Don't let him get it.
He's gonna look at you.
Good job.
Good.
Yes, say yes and give it to him quick. Give it to him quick.
As soon as he looks you in the eye, that's what you want. And then you tell him yes and you give it to him.
I'm not even getting a treat and I'm exhausted.
Do it again quickly while you got his attention.
Look.
Yes.
Oh. Give him the same treat. Give
Give him the same one next time. That one that you're holding out.
He's following your hand, okay? So make sure you give it out of that one.
Okay, do it again.
Good job. That was really good, that one. Yes! Good job. That was good.